What's going on, everyone? Sports back with another video. In this video, I'm going to be recapping the New York Giants 21-20 win in Tennessee over the Tennessee Titans. Week 1, the Giants start off 1-0. It's the first time they're over 500 since 2016. That is a good feeling. This new regime is off to a good start. Brian Daboll, he's getting everybody excited. I love the guts to go for the 2-point try in the fourth quarter. I would not have done that. If I were in his position, I would have probably, went for the extra point. But if the Giants didn't botch the extra point on the first touchdown, an extra point here would have made the score the same. So we'll start off with special teams. It wasn't great, and it needs to be cleaned up. But it was better as the game went on. Of course, the Giants got that. They recovered that fumble on the return in the fourth quarter that forced them the ball back. Jones later threw an interception, which was terrible from Jones. But outside of that, for Daniel Jones, he was fantastic. But we'll get into him later. But the special teams, it's got to be cleaned up a bit, but it was not awful. And it got better as the game went on. So decent sign there. But as for Jones, he was good. He was good. He was 17 for 21, which is a great completion percentage from Daniel Jones. The exact percentage on that is 81%. So that's a good completion percentage, very good completion percentage. So you can't complain with that there. Of course, the interception was a big concern, and you really hope that he doesn't do that again. That was the only bad thing from Jones in this game. He had 2 touchdowns, and he had 188 passing yards. Not a ton of yards, but he was efficient. He was very, he was pretty, impressive, honestly. He was pretty good. The 2 touchdowns were some. That deep ball to Shepard was beautiful. And then on the ground, Jones was good too. He had 6 carries for 25 yards, so that was good there from Daniel Jones. The offensive line did a tremendous job in terms of the run blocking. Not necessarily great in pass protection, especially Azudu, who got blown up on that fumble from Jones. But that's going to happen. He wasn't very good, but it's still early. It's too early to tell what he's going to be. And Coach Daboll, I liked the decision he had and trusted him to play that final drive. As for the rest of the O-line, the tackles were pretty good. Evan Neal and Andrew Thomas, they weren't great, but they were good enough for the first game. Of course, when you don't have the chemistry on that O-line, it's going to be tough. But I like Daboll and the choices he made. I really do. The tackles in this game, they were pretty good. The offensive tackles, the left tackle, the right tackle, of course. Saquon, what is there to say? What more is there to say other than this guy's a beast? He had 18 carries for 164 yards and a touchdown. That's 9.1 yards per carry. That's ridiculous. He had 6 catches for 30 yards. On top of that, Saquon Barkley, he should be Offensive Player of the Week in the NFC. I understand Justin Jefferson had a monster day, but Barkley's was better. He even had that catch on that 2-point conversion. He was fantastic today. Saquon's back to his old self. I knew this was going to happen, and the Giants are going to have a decision to make throughout the rest of the year and then into the offseason in terms of Barkley and his contract situation. But that's going to be a good problem to have for the Giants. He was great. And the offense in general in the second half was very good. Outside of the Jones interception, I think Kafka did a good job calling plays. I thought he was trying to get a little bit too cute in the first quarter and the second quarter, in the first half really. But I think in the second half they just kind of opened it up, gave the ball to Saquon Barkley. I want to see Kadarius Toney more. He only was in the game. He only had 2 touches, both carries, one a 19-yard jet sweep and then a 4-yard play where he made something out of nothing. It was ridiculous. When he's on the field, he's unbelievable. I'm not too sure what's up there with Kadarius Toney. It's weird. When he's healthy, he doesn't play much. Same thing happened last year. It's kind of concerning with, if the new regime likes him or not. I don't know what the deal is there. Breida, he was good in, the short time he got. He had 5 carries for 24 yards. Richie James was very impressive today. 5 catches for 59 yards, and he had a 2-yard rush. So he had over 60 total yards, from scrimmage. So he was good. He was impressive. Chris Myrick with that late touchdown. Of course, that was his only touch of the game. Wan'Dale Robinson got hurt, but it seems like he's going to be okay. Good news on him after the game. He had the first catch for the Giants in the game. Kenny Golladay, 2 catches for 22 yards. He was only targeted to twice. That'll pick up though. They'll ramp that up. I'm not really concerned in terms of Golladay playing. I think they're going to get him the ball more often, and he's going to produce. And of course, Sterling Shepard, he caught that beautiful 66-yard touchdown pass. That was one of his 2 catches in the game for 71 yards. So good day for Shep coming back from that injury. Nice to see him get that touchdown. But now we'll shift things to the defense, which was super impressive. The run defense for the Giants today was absolutely fantastic. This is a team with one of the best running backs in all of football, and they held them in 21 carries to just 82 yards and under 4 per carry on average. Dominic Martindale drew up a great game plan, a fantastic game plan. The run defense was unbelievable, from the beginning of the game. I think Dexter Lawrence up front with Leonard Williams, they really did a nice job of trying to just cut the lane. Quincy Roche didn't get many opportunities to play out there, but when he did, he looked pretty decent, just kind of filling the lane, pushing guys in the pile and trying to just stop Derrick Henry because it takes a few guys to get him down, as we saw today. But Dominic Martindale put together a great game plan to just limit the run and try and let Tannehill beat you. There were some plays that the Giants in the secondary looked shaky on. Darnay Holmes did not look great today, but I have confidence in him. There were a couple penalties that, there were tough plays. O'Shane Ximines was pretty decent in this game. He batted a pass. Timon Fox had the only Giants sack of the day. So it'll be interesting to see what the Giants do with him and see if they keep him once we get, Azeez Ojulari and Kayvon Thibodeau back, who I would expect both of them to play next week. Jihad Ward looks slow in general, and with Kayvon Thibodeau and Azeez Ojulari, there would have been a lot of different plays, a lot of different outcomes. So this Giants team beat a really good Tennessee team in Tennessee and held them to 20 points without their 2 most important pieces to the defense, the 2 edge rushers. So unbelievable game. And I predicted 23-21 Tennessee, and if they would have made that field goal to win the game, that would have been the exact score. So pretty interesting there. But overall, the Giants, they looked really good. They looked great. Brian Daboll, I'm really high on this head coach right now. I'm not going to, fly off the hook and fly off the handle and get too excited, but he looked really good. I'm excited for him. I really like where this team is going, and how it looked. How nice is it to have a real punter? Jamie Gillen had 6 punts. 5 of them were inside the 20, and he averaged 52 yards per punt. That is fantastic. Really good. And, it's nice to see the Giants get on into the win column early. Overall, though, I love this start to the year. We have the Panthers on deck. It's going to be a fun game. I'm going to talk about it throughout the week. I'm super excited. Great win for the Giants. Good start to this new regime, and I like where our team's headed in the right direction. We got a good opponent that we're favored against in Week 2 in the Carolina Panthers from MetLife Stadium at home in the Giants home opener. I'm so excited for the rest of the season. But you guys let me know down below in the comment section your thoughts on the Giants winning 21-20 against the Tennessee Titans in Tennessee. You guys let me know all that good stuff down below in the comment section. As always, please leave a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. And as always, guys, let's go Giants. We'll see you guys all in the next video.